So you're going to travel to the location provided, and what you're going to be faced with is actually a warehouse.
Okay.
It's about 2 stories high, windows around the top to let in light, but nothing really on ground level. You know, it's roughly the shape that he indicated. There is indeed a large set of doors at one end, and sort of a side door that's large enough for a person, or a forbidden. But you can't see in from where you are.
Okay. Let's try to get to a better vantage point. Are there any larger buildings that we could use to look down into it or something, or is it just a completely enclosed structure?
So the structure is enclosed, but perhaps you could try and climb a nearby building to get a view in through the second floor windows.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking about doing. There's no like skylight or anything over it, is there?
You can't really see the roof from your angle.
Okay. Then let's definitely try to climb up one of the other buildings nearby and try to get a better view of it.
Okay, so that's going to be a fairly difficult climb for everyone except Adam.
Haha.
Thanks to your dagger chain.
Is there a way to go on the inside?
The building's ruined, right? So this is climbing the inside, so it's going to be a fairly difficult climb. There's stairs missing and so on. You're going to have to help each other up and so on.
I mean, I can help them if I get first, right? Drop my dagger chain if it's safe. I guess it can be like, I don't know.
Yeah, others can climb your dagger chain, yeah. So roll me a double dexterity, everybody. Adam, your threshold is going to be 5. Everyone else, your threshold is 7.
5 for me.
3 successes.
5.
Okay, so Rebecca, you're going to struggle a little more. You've never climbed a dagger chain before, but all of you are going to make it to the top of, well, not actually the top of this building. It's a bit taller, but to a good vantage point that'll give you a decent angle through that window. It turns out there is not a skylight in the actual ceiling of the warehouse. You can now see from this angle.
Okay.
I'd like you all to roll me an intelligence and investigation. Your threshold's going to be 9. You're quite a long way away. It's not going to be very easy to see in the window.
Nothing for me.
None.
4.
The two of you can't really see anything but a large sort of mass within the warehouse. Stephen, on the other hand, you can actually make out the baby Leviathan. It seems to be slightly longer than the warehouse itself. So it's lying slightly curled, right?
This is a big. Oh, I know. They're big.
It's a baby Leviathan, yeah. It's only a baby, right?
Not seeing any demonic presence of any sort or any kind of anything. Just
There's no activity that you can see. I mean, it stands to reason there's something inside with the Leviathan, but
okay.
nothing else really.
All right. Well, we need to make entry into here. Is there like Well, you said we're looking through like the second story windows, so theoretically we could go through those windows if we get across to the other building. But I think that's a little way away.
It's a bit far. You'd be better off climbing up from below and going in the window.
Yeah. Is there like a fire escape or something we could climb up?
Not visible, no.
All right. So let's try to get some more intel on this building. So kind of see if we can get better angles on the outside of it. Maybe another angle on the inside of the building. Just want to. At this point, all we're able to confirm is that there's a Leviathan inside, nothing else. So I want to make sure that we're not walking into a shit show.
You're not really going to be able to find out much more from different vantage points. You already chose the best vantage point.
Okay.
There isn't a fire escape at all on the outside. You know, there's no way to climb up on its own. There may have been once. You do find a rusty sort of staircase that's completely destroyed, but no one's maintained it, and it's not climbable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only entrances you can see are the window, or windows, because there is literally a line of windows around the top, and the 2 doors.
Well, we need to get in there and see where they are. We've got 6 angels that are supposed to be here with this thing, and we need to find them. So anyone have any ideas on how we're going to find out where they are and try to get into the building, but doors are probably guarded, or at least watched.
Keep an eye on the skies. Was the Angel Shield Guardian flying? Or was it something else we saw in the sky?
He was flying.
Because they might still be keeping an eye from further up.
Maybe. How big are the windows, Ed?
Maybe a meter high?
Is there space for angels to be in? Because we see the Leviathan now. Is there some space somewhere else that we don't see that the angels could be hiding in?
Yeah, absolutely. They could, from the angle you had, they could just be the other side of the Leviathan, or too close to see through, looking through the second story window, because you only get the one angle.
So how about this? Can we set up a diversion? Kind of like to rig something up by one of the doors, like a collapse or something, like rocks, some kind of distraction that would make somebody want to come outside to see what's going on, but then make myself scarce. So I guess effectively looking for like a stick to hold something up and some wire.
Fortunately, you happen to have an extremely experienced engineer with you.
Yeah, we can look at the construction of this thing and see which bits. Well, we know that the stairs are a bit broken. It's likely that that's part of the structure that's probably a bit weaker than it was.
Okay. Could you rig something up to collapse on us, or collapse to try to get their attention?
If we go around, we can see which bits of the building are likely to not hold up as well as they should.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we can check the building a bit more. Stealthy as possible.
Okay. So, could you roll me an intelligence and investigation to sort of look around and figure out how you're going to build this thing? Whatever it is.
3 successes.
You think that you know how to hook it up. You're not certain it's going to be totally silent getting it done, though. Would be the only thing you'd caution.
How loud are we talking?
Maybe loud enough to alert people inside? It's really hard to know.
Okay, what kind of noises are being made in the city itself?
It's pretty quiet. Yeah, it's pretty deserted. There aren't any people here anymore. Actually, in the vicinity of the warehouse, you are aware of some very loud breathing.
The Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we can try to time things with the loud breathing, maybe?
You have the dagger chains, which will do quite a lot of damage to the structural integrity of that primary wall over there. The Kapinga can add some additional strength to an area. So we've at least got ways that we could do more to it than normal.
Well, destroying the structure isn't the thing. I'm trying to get
Yeah, I mean, if we just want to try and remove some of the stonework to be able to pull it down, then something like the chains are enough to pull and leverage to take out part of the wall and then not be there.
Adam, what do you think?
I think that's reasonable. I mean, either way, we kind of want to make a distraction first, and then, crumbling stuff is also a good plan. I'll leave that to our engineers to decide, I think.
The Kapinga could probably take out a couple of the stones that would be enough to then kind of pull down an area. And I should be able to put something up to kind of support.
What he's talking about is removing pieces of the wall and then supporting it with something else that we can then remove easily.
Okay.
It's not so much that we would need to, we need you to demolish the building. It's just that it requires us to basically...
make a distraction.
Yes.
Be the response without us being there. Yeah.
I don't want us to be there where the distraction is set up. I'd rather them just be like, oh crap, it looks like something just broke. Like, ooh.
So you're gonna struggle to do anything really remotely, but using the dagger chain, you could make a prop and then remove that prop and everything.
Or we could burn the prop and the prop.
Or you could burn the prop, but that you have to be closer to do that.
Yeah, but you start it burning, then you run away, and then by the time it eats through enough of the prop, then
Yeah,
it collapses.
potentially possible.
The problem is if we're setting something on fire, people definitely know there's someone here.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a final answer on what exactly you're going to set up, Rebecca.
Using the Kapinga, I should be able to loosen some of the mortar from the wall.
On the outside of the warehouse.
Yeah. Should be able to do something like wooden props to try and support the weight of that.
Okay.
And I have a thrown weapon, which at worst case can break that to then loosen it off and we can get out of that area.
Fair enough. How exactly are you going to use the Kapinga to loosen the mortar? What's the plan there? I'm just a bit lost, I'm sorry.
Well, most of the time it's mortar around bricks. this has a solid enough.
So you're gonna just chip away with it chip away at it with the Kapinga.
Yeah, basically just scrape out mortar areas, ignoring the stones, so the stones are kind of loosened up.
Okay, roll me a dexterity and engineering then.
What kind of threshold are you looking for?
I'm looking for 7s.
5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to chip away. Could everyone please roll me a wits and investigation?
1.
3.
So you're gonna hear kind of from within the warehouse.
Getting closer or like pacing?
Getting closer.
Then let's hide immediately. Let's see what's coming.
Leave.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity and stealth to try and hide.
3 successes.
4.
3.
Okay, you're all going to sort of dive into concealment nearby. And what will happen, you won't believe this, what will happen is an angelic automata will literally just walk through the wall where you've weakened it.
That's awesome.
And it'll say, threat detected. And then just kind of pan backwards and forwards for a while.
Okay, well, so I don't mean to be a shithead, but we weren't supposed to run in one of these, were we? Like, he didn't say they had any automata, right? They were just soldiers?
Oh, I'm under the impression that he said he had a team of 5.
6, yes.
6, sorry. And he was very non-specific as to what that team was.
Oh, I thought he said they were...
He said none of them were champions like him.
Okay.
It could just be that he has automata on his team.
That's fine, okay. Oh, exciting. Okay, so, be kind of quiet. We'll see what happens here. It's panning back and forth, okay.
Yeah, it's just panning back and forth. It really is going to be some time.
Oh, awesome.
It's literally just standing there scanning for you.
Do I see anything else inside? Any communication at all? Any other sounds?
Hang on. Someone got less than 5 successes on their stealth, didn't they?
We all did, I think.
Yeah.
So, suddenly its head is just going to kind of snap towards you and say, threat confirmed. Blades are going to emerge from its wrists. Like short kind of triangular blades, and it's going to start walking towards you. Very, very robotic-like.
Do we hear anything else with it as well, or just this thing?
You haven't heard or seen anything else yet.
Okay. So I'm going to look at Adam and say, I guess it's time to go to work then. And I'm going to, from our location, I'm going to like run off away from where we are. Kind of try to get it distracted towards me so that maybe the other two can get a surprise round at it or some kind of advantage on it.
Roll me a double charisma to attract its attention.
Wow, that's 3 on 4 dice.
Minor fumble.
Sweet.
Forbidden detected, forbidden detected, forbidden detected, forbidden detected.
I'm just going to book it. So.
It's going to turn and start pursuing you, right?
Yep.
You're gonna kill that thing, I suppose.
Become forbidden.